What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel! Welcome back to Persona 3 Portable. Or just Persona 3 in general. Yeah, it's kind of weird seeing it from this angle. Everything's blue instead of pink. Let's go visit our Velvet Room attendant. Hello, Elizabeth. I believe you have a request for me. A very specific one. Request 55. Defeat the ultimate opponent. Far below beyond a door by the entrance of Tartarus lies the ultimate adversary. Please fight this opponent alone. This is the hardest request and the hardest fight in the game. Well, at least it was in FES. In FES, the only way to do this request was actually doing it in New Game Plus. Now that's kind of standard for Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. New Game Plus, you know, you're all maxed out, so of course they're going to give you harder fights. In Portable, you are able to do this on your first run. Not sure why they decided to do this. Maybe it's because there was a better grinding spot, the Monad Depths, maybe Vision Quest had something to do with it. But yeah, from the very beginning, you can actually fight Request 55 in Portable. But this is New Game Plus. I've got everything all maxed out, all social links are finished, everything is done. Except for one thing, I have all these cards, and I have all these special trinkets and things. I didn't even sell any of this stuff. I kind of just blew through the game again on New Game Plus. But I also have these. These just raise the stats of your Persona. So let's go ahead and use them all. Like, all of them on my Orpheus Telos. Oh my god, he's getting magic stat, he's getting luck, he's getting agility, he's getting a little bit of everything. And now let's take a look at my Persona. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and scale the Monad Depths. You have to do it alone. So I will actually meet you on floor 10 of Monad Depths. This isn't going to be easy, so let's just get on with it. So, one thing I do want to mention is this is how Portable looks when you're playing as Hajime and not Namine. Yeah, it looks pretty good. He is stuck with the sword, so that's the one thing they kept from FES, is that Hajime uses the sword, Namine uses the Naginata. So I guess that's cool. But, yeah, that's all I wanted to bring up. I'll see you at floor 10. And we've made it to the end of the Monad Depths. Let's take a look at my loadout. My Orpheus Telos is at level 99, and this is the result of using all those Queen cards. It has Enduring Soul, so I get an extra chance if I die. Victory Cry, that's more for the end. You want to have at least one auto spell on your side. It'll help out in the long run, trust me. I'm also going with Mind Charge Niflheim along with an Ice Amp. That's going to help out, trust me. Unshaken Will is almost needed in this because this is a mean fight. There's no two ways about it. High Counter is also a necessary skill to have. There's no getting around that. Unfortunately, I don't have Hajime's ultimate weapon, but I do have something that'll help him out. The Armor of Light and the Shoes of Light. Resist Magic High. You want this. And the only way to get the light items is by fully maxing out Messiah and getting its heart item. Messiah has multiple heart items. You have a possibility of getting Armor of Light, Shoes of Light, and I'll go over the others later. The other thing you want is the Divine Pillar. Lowers damage received, but cannot dodge. We don't need to dodge in this fight. We need to deal damage. Hello, Elizabeth.
I have been waiting for you.
Sorry it took so long.
The adversary I asked you to defeat is now standing before you. Yes, I am referring to myself. I have long sought an understanding of who I am, just as you and my master have done. Those who set foot in the Velvet Room are all destined to embark on this search for identity. You may be able to give me that answer. Will you do me the honor of fighting me?
Abso-friggin-lutely.
You have my thanks. Now, shall we begin?
Let's do it. Hello there. I've been waiting for this.
Who is that? Is it just me? Or does it seem like she wants to fight?
I can hear her snarls.
What? Her power is unbelievable! Who is she?
She is Elizabeth, the super boss of Persona 3. Level 99. The strongest opponent you'll face, at least she was in FES. I'm gonna start out with Mind Charge Niflheim.
I make my living as an elevator attendant, but I know several effective ways of inflicting pain.
Hot.
Don't worry, I'm not as fragile as I look. Try to kill me, if you can.
Okay.
Prepare.
Hey, that's a good start. So, Elizabeth is a very unique fight. She has multiple personas and will go in a strict pattern. She will cycle through all of her personas, and you can actually predict what will happen or what she'll do. She actually hasn't used a persona yet. There we go. Her second persona is Jack Frost with Mabufudine, nullifies strike and drains ice. This fight is unique, and then the fact is you have to defeat her not in a time limit, but in a damage limit. She has 20,000 HP, and you need to be very careful, because if she goes underneath 10,000 HP and gets another turn, you lose. This is one of those where you basically have to cheat. I put that in big sarcastic air quotes. You need to use the Armageddon spell in order to win the fight. There are a couple other rules that she strictly follows. You cannot have a persona with more than one nullification, repel, or absorption. Only resistances can be used. So that's something to keep in mind. No accessory that you are wearing cannot nullify physical or magical attacks. Again, resistance only. You cannot have a persona that has more than one absorption, nullification, or repel, null, or absorb than her current persona that she has equipped. Ow, that hurt. I have a calculator out. No joke, I've been counting very carefully on how much HP she has left. We need to get her down there. It's not going to be easy. This is the phase that kills more people. This is why you want Unshaken Will, because this persona can deal status ailments. Actually, yeah, status ailments. Getting charmed or panicked is the worst, because this right here, you need to cast Infinity here. After she uses Neburo, she will bring out a persona that makes you lose instantly. There it is. If you don't use Infinity, you will be hit with 2 Megadoleons that deal 9,999 damage. It's an instant loss. It's a beginner's trap if I've ever seen one. The personas themselves are not too difficult to deal with. It's the last 4 that you need to watch out for. So bring plenty of homunculi, bring some infinities, bring at least one Armageddon spell. If you're playing FES, same rule applies. If you have the personas in your arsenal, and you can do Infinity, as well as Armageddon and all that, that's perfectly fine. So, I basically talked over every single one of her personas. After she uses Masakato that does the Megadoleons, she goes back to using her regular personas. Like right now, she is cycled back to Jack Frost. As they come up, I'll be talking about her different personas, because you kind of get the idea as soon as you start the fight and after you see the cycle once through. Her next persona is Thor, that uses Maziodyne, nullifies Pierce, and drains Electric.
I apologize in advance.
Oh my god, I can't believe that keeps working. The high counter is working overtime in this one. The reason you want high counter, and this is just a big punch to the face, and I'll explain later. But, yeah, we're still dealing damage, and we need to be very careful. Her next one, Kuchulain. Magarudyne nullifies Pierce and drains Wind. Oh my god, I'm actually surviving. I've done this fight way too many times to have it fall apart. Her next persona, if she actually uses it.
Prepare.
No, she didn't use it. I'll just talk about it anyway. She has Metatron that uses Mahama-on and nullifies all elements. So this would be a good chance to heal, maybe buff yourself up. Her next persona is Alice that uses Mamadoon. Also nullifies all elements. So this is why you want your homunculi. That is a goddamn crit. Are you kidding me? Okay, no dizziness. That's okay.
Be careful.
I can actually... Yeah, Oh, I think I miscounted. Shit. No, this is okay. This is okay. So, her next persona that she uses is Nebiro. Nebiro resists everything and has the possibility to charm you, poison you, panic you, or put you in distress or fear. If you have Unshaken Will, the only thing she can do with Nebiro is poison you. Everything else is nullified. Now, you might be saying, well, wouldn't that count as, you know, an instant loss? No, it actually doesn't. Status ailments can be nullified, so you're perfectly fine. Here's the Masakado round, so we go ahead and use Infinity. We survive her 2 insta-death Megadoleons.
My appreciation.
And I should say, Masakado is the persona that you want to buff yourself up on. I'm actually going to use another Best Friends, which activates all the Kaja spells at once. That's perfect to do because you can't hurt Masakado. It nullifies literally everything.
Prepare.
Now... Oh my god, she finally used it! Cert is her first persona that uses Maragidyne. Nullifies Strike and drains Fire. I think this would be a good time to use Niflheim. It's been mind charged for a while. Yeah, that was some good damage.
Magnificent. Your power is every bit as impressive as I'd hoped. But the curtain has just risen. Show me your best performance.
After she loses 5,000 HP, that's when you get that text box, so you're halfway there. This is where you have to start doing your mental math, or, you know, do as I do and grab a calculator because it's gonna get rough here. If you make a mistake now, you will lose. If you have high counter, that is essentially your way to win. And I'll explain as we get closer. But right now, we're just going to be dealing damage as we would normally. Get those mind charges, get those Niflheims. The pattern never changes. The only reason it would change is if you did something to piss off Elizabeth and then she just kills you outright. But I'll explain that after the fight, if this one actually works. Like I said, I've been fighting her about 20 different times now. And let me just say, it has not been a good time. It was really funny when I came in to fight her the first time. I didn't have all the different equipment that I have now. And it was really interesting to see her attack once, take a third of my health, attack twice, take the second third of my health. And all of a sudden I was I either heal or I die. Awesome. I lost already. Okay, we're good there. When she does her insta-death personas, you actually have a really good chance of just surviving outright because Orpheus Telos resists light and darkness. So this part of the fight, this is when I normally do the setups, you know, get my mind charge in, heal if I need to. She always has the possibility to do physical attacks, just as I can. If I normally just do a little bit of chip damage when it comes to the instant death personas, there is the only status ailment she can hit me with. And I can't believe she actually decided to use that. Alright, we're in the third round of using Infinity. We're getting close. Just need to keep focused. Ow! Yeah, poison's gonna hurt like a bitch. Gonna have to heal that. Actually, we could probably heal that after Masakado uses its moves. By the way, I noticed after the multiple times I have fought this goddamn boss fight, she will always use the 2 Megadoleons. She never goes for physical attacks. By the way, never, ever, ever use an attack mirror or a magic mirror. God damn it. Never use those mirrors because that counts as you lose. speaking of losing, I think I just lost. How much is this going to do? Ow. Oh, shit. I think I lost. Actually, no. I'm alive! Yeah!
Are you okay?
Okay, that was just circumstance. I should have died there, but I didn't. So cool. Let's see. I wasn't able to use Niflheim, so I'll go ahead and use all the Kajas. That boosts my defense as well. Okay, nice high counter. And she's back on Thor. That's okay. There was no real reason I chose Niflheim. It's just the strongest magical attack I was able to get my hands on. Which, by the way, it took quite a bit of fusing to, you know, find Niflheim and then fuse it away over to an Orpheus Telos. And I'll be honest, I just grinded for the other skill cards. Asura, its skill card is Unshaken Will, and that is such an easy persona to, you know, grind up, get its skill card. You can go to the Monad Depths, train for about 10 minutes, and get the skill card, and it is one of the best ones you can have for, well, let's be honest, all the fights you'll ever have ever. Because nobody wants to deal with status ailments.
I have chosen. Token of my appreciation.
Okay, we're on the Alice phase, so one more after this, and we'll be at Megadoleon City. By the way, what a hellish fight. Ow. Thank you, Homunculus. I'm surprised they put a fight with this much bullshit in it. But I'm also not surprised. Because, there have been runs that have been going amazingly, and this was before I had Unshaken Will. And if she charms you, you are done. Because you can't do anything, and Masakado just hits you with a Megadoleon. If you're inflicted with fear, it's a 50-50 shot you'll be able to continue the fight and use Infinity. I think probably the worst one was Panic. I think it's Panic. The ability to not be able to use your persona, and that includes fusion spells. So I was out again. At that point, you just nuke your own run, use Armageddon prematurely, and then she's like, oh, you wanted to lose, cool. Go ahead and use another Best Friends, get us all boosted up, and I think we're ready to deal some really heavy blows. At that point, it becomes a waiting game and a survival round.
I apologize in advance.
Okay. Doing really good on damage. Let's see how much this Niflheim does. I've got my eyes on the calculator.
No.
1243, holy shit! Okay.
Can you withstand this?
That was a really good hit. Got that mind charge again. I think we...
Prepare.
Okay. I can no longer use Niflheim. Shit. Actually, no, that's okay. My physical attacks... oh, fucking duh. She has Thor equipped. Oops, that's my bad. That's okay. For the rest of this fight, it is going to be play defensively and wait for my opening. And with all of this being said and done, I still only have a 50-50 shot of winning this.
Token of my appreciation.
You notice how Elizabeth has 2 turns. I believe this was something that was brought over from Persona 4 Golden, or used in Golden because it was used here first.
Is that the best
You cannot knock her down. When you fought Margaret in Persona 4 Golden, you were able to not only knock her down, but you could also make her lose her turn. In here, you can't do that.
Is that the best
So if anything, Elizabeth is a lot more annoying, mainly because she just has a move where, actually multiple moves, where she just ends the fight and you lose. Alright, this is the Masakado round. Go ahead and use Infinity. Persona 3 Portable actually made the this fight and the upcoming fights a lot easier, because if you do Vision Quest and do the secret missions, you get the skill cards. If you didn't already come in with the skill cards, Vision Quest is an easy way to get just the things you need, like getting Best Friends, getting Armageddon, getting Infinity. All of those can be obtained by doing the secret missions in Vision Quest. Alright. We are so close. How do I want to go about this? Again, this is a waiting game. I'm actually relying on high counter to win this for me. Okay. I honestly think I can play it safe here. I don't exactly need to do anything. You learn a very harsh lesson when doing this fight over and over again and getting so close to the end and then failing right when you think, oh, I've got it.
I apologize in advance.
Another crit? Really?
I have chosen.
I think I might be dead. That might be GG. Ah! Yes! Yes! I've died so many fucking times to this fight, I'm used to seeing the game over screen. What a save! Give me that bead, thank you very much. Okay, so she is at Kucha Lane. I'm actually waiting for the go mode button. This fight could end at any moment, and with any of her personas. Okay. I'm not gonna do anything else. Here comes Metatron. Yeah, we go through the animation and all that other jazz.
Prepare.
Still waiting patiently. Okay. I can play the long game. I've got tons of items. Here comes the Mamadoon. Mamadoon! If you can't tell what I'm waiting for a high counter to kick in. But it can't happen her first turn. It has to happen her second turn. That was extremely close. Holy shit, that was extremely close.
Can you withstand this?
Oh, I got it! I got it! Yes! After her second hit, if she gets hit by a high counter and goes underneath 10,000 HP, use that motherfucking Armageddon spell! 9,999 damage to your face! And that's game! Oh my god, finally! Woo! I feel good.
I believed that I would find my answer when I challenged one who was stronger than me. But I was wrong. I have received no such revelation, not even in defeat. Wait, I am mistaken. The answer is this. Only I can decide who I am. Now, I believe congratulations are in order. You have overcome the most difficult obstacle I've placed in your path. You shall receive your reward, the same as always. But please accept this as well. It is no reward, it is a sign of my gratitude.
Proof that you beat Elizabeth. She gives you the platinum bookmark. Yes!
Well then, good day.
Good day to you as well. That was obnoxious. But I can now say I have beaten one of the hardest bosses in Persona 3. Yeah, thank you! The real kick in the face of that fight is that you have to use the Armageddon spell. There is actually no legit way to beat that fight without Armageddon. And the worst part is, and I'll show you in a cutaway as we're heading back to the Velvet Room, there are multiple ways this fight can be screwed up for you. I accidentally took her down underneath 10,000 life points. So here's what happens.
Marvelous. You wield such power. The performance is underway. I shall give you something to remember.
She basically says you lose. She brings out a pixie, her last persona, that uses Dia Rahan.
Prepare.
and then she still has her second turn. This Pixie will actually use Dia Rahan twice, so even if you use Armageddon to try and salvage it, her next turn uses a Dia Rahan. After she has used Dia Rahan twice on her Pixie, she hits you with a game-ending Megadoleon, proving that you lost because you did too much damage. And that is a kick in the teeth. That's another beginner's trap. Even with the life-saving throw, it didn't work. Also, here's what happens if you use anything that repels anything. She brings out Pixie immediately. The reward you actually get from Elizabeth has the exact same effect on this fight. If you bring in anything that nullifies, you lose. Simple as that. We have done it. One of the hardest fights. Yes! And this officially means that Persona 3 FES is done. This was the last thing I wanted to show. Yep, I'm turning it in. Clearly this request requires no confirmation. I did it! It was the last thing I'll ask of you. This shall be the last reward you receive. They're assuming you did this one last. It is the gift of ultimate power. She's not kidding either. No matter where you go or what you do, you are sure to persevere. Thank you so much for indulging my curiosity. This reward is so worth your time, especially if you're going for an ultimate run, the Omnipotent Orb. It now makes sense to me why Persona 3 Portable let you do Request 55 from your first run. Because the Omnipotent Orb is a great reward. It's a fantastic reward for doing New Game Plus again. Let's go take a look at the Omnipotent Orb. By the way, if you're ever having trouble fusing personas, the top of Monad Depths has 1,000,000 yen. Just throwing that out there. The Omnipotent Orb nullifies everything except Almighty. If you're trying to grind up your party members, equip them with the Omnipotent Orb, have you do all the heavy lifting, and they reap the benefits. They'll never die. And I just want to look through this again. I know this bonus took a very long time to come out, and I've kind of been dreading this fight and the fights to come for good reason. They are extremely difficult. They are Shin Megami Tensei hard. You either play by the rules or you fucking die. And I can't believe I did it. I got the Platinum Bookmark. I've got the Omnipotent Orb. 1 down, 2 to go. Next time on Persona 3, we have defeated one sibling of the Velvet Room. Now we need to go over to the alternate universe with Namine and see if she can deal with her Velvet Room attendant, Theodore, the younger brother. See you guys next time. I am still so psyched. I can't believe I did it. Yes! Hardest fight done, baby!